So you're asking me, why do I think people share experiences and want to make connections? I couldn't tell you why people would want to turn on a camera. Why would they want to make someone laugh? Or why they have to feel to cater to a community that is in need? Or put themselves out into the internet? I have no idea. I have no idea at all. But they could definitely tell you better than I could.
My name is Jordan Clement, but on the internet I am known as Link584 and owner of Thermonitor.
Microwave began. Roughly started about 28 weeks ago. It's 28 weeks in the making.
I don't even remember what my first video was, but it technically, the oldest one I can remember goes back to before YouTube was really a thing. It goes back to Putfile.
What's up? My name is John Mangione, and I'm a radio personality for 95.5 PLJ on Todd and Jade in the morning. And I am also a viral video superstar for YouTube and Facebook.
This tea is definitely imported. Ah, disgusting. I wonder when the other delegates will get here. Soon, I hope. Yeah, me too.
Honestly, what started it with me for YouTube was just making stupid videos with my friends, and I needed somewhere to put the videos.
We're talking about a year before YouTube even came out, the site Putfile. I put up a video from an online game called RuneScape.
The first YouTube video that I ever made was, I was in high school, and making that video is the reason that I was accepted into SUNY New Paltz. I was running for senior class president, and I had no business running for senior class president. I wasn't qualified at all, but I was like, you know, maybe if I make a funny video and connect with the students, they will vote for me. And they let me show that video instead of making a speech.
I shared the video on a RuneScape forum, and next thing I know, it got thousands of views. And so to get the feedback from people and people saying that they loved it and they liked the creativity, and it fueled me to realize I can actually create something. And I was never known to be a creator at that age.
I wanted people to be able to watch that video again, but I had no idea how to put it out. And I found this YouTube. What is the YouTube? I said to myself, and I posted the video there, and then I put it on my AOL Instant Messenger away message.
And now with also live streaming's gotten easier. We can have devices that allow us to just stream just like that if you're a gamer. Back in the day, it was about what was easy.
My name is Sarah Van Essen-Delft, and I go to SUNY New Paltz, and I do create content. The first time I made a video was, I was in middle school, so I just bought like one of those like little Canon cameras, and I had no idea really like how to upload it. Like I made the video and I was like, okay, like now what?
So the camera I was shooting on, I was still using a tape. I needed to get, oh my God, I was shooting on like mini DV tape, and it was such a process. You had to like watch the footage back on your computer. You couldn't just like digitally use an SD card. And I didn't know what I was doing. The video was totally pixelated, and I used Windows Movie Maker to edit it.
I wasn't doing video editing and stuff because the technology was still very expensive. I mean, especially for 14, how do you convince a parent to be like, hey, I want to try dabbling in this stuff? And it's hundreds of dollars. It wasn't very accessible yet.
And then the editing was all new to me, so I didn't know how to edit or what to do, like what to take out. So like I was just figuring it all out on my own, basically. Like I had to just like dabble in iMovie for a little bit and figure it out.
My name is Neve Hoban. I go to SUNY New Paltz, and I watch and create content.
Thanks for watching, guys. Neve and Connor here. Check out our last video, our feature video. Subscribe. Check out our main channel. Whatever you want to do, just make sure you do it.
I edit videos with an overlay of music behind it to kind of have moments in my life syncing up to different moments in the music.
My name is Jack Ratty. I go to school at SUNY New Paltz, and I create content.
Well, I didn't know either, but I live under a rock. What? Don't tell me how to live my life.
I create little kind of animations on YouTube, little shorts, life stories, things like that.
My name is Sarah Gruber, and I have a YouTube channel that I use to post like original music and covers of songs.
Your eyes, I can see that you don't feel what I do.
It's kind of more about the passion, and like when I edit something really nice, I like to look at it, I like to show my friends. It is about sharing overall because I like to show people at the end and like have them experience the same thing that I do when I'm like making the video or watching it when it's finished.
It's important because I just want to share it with people. Like if making music is something that like I can enjoy, maybe listening to it is something that other people can enjoy, and it can create that sort of experience.
My name is Krishna Desai. Coming here, I had opportunity to work in Hollywood. Like YouTube videos get out and your ideas are out. That's good thing that you were able to bring that ideas out.
My name is Eddie Thompson.
Hello there. My name is Rebecca Brown.
Primarily, one of the major people I follow is Rebecca Jane Brown.
The subject of the video is trichotillomania.
She has this condition called trichotillomania, where what happens is some people, when they're anxious or stressed or whatever, they'll like literally pull their hair out. So it's a condition that I also have.
Hi, I'm Grace Marie Gritz. I attend SUNY New Paltz and I'm a watcher. But I think with some people, especially when it comes to like political ideologies or just societal issues, that a lot of people like can relate to that if it's something that they experience themselves in their everyday life.
Primarily what she's been doing like is helping people deal with it, which helps people with raising awareness about it, which I never realized was such a big issue.
Jerry Prasad, chair of the department and teaching faculty in digital media and journalism. This is a good thing. People share certain things. People use YouTube to fix their dishwasher or to, how do I turn on this VCR program in? So the usability, the utilitarian value.
But the bad thing is that we are compromising on quality a lot. There are people, there are students, there are professionals who have spent lots of money over the years, who have sacrificed so many things to be somewhere in industry, and they never had opportunity of YouTube or online videos.
My name's Audrey Jones. YouTubers, I don't think it should be a career. I think it should be taught as like a hobby, but it can't make it as a professional career. It sounds bizarre.
My name is Chase. Hello, Tracy. Hello. No! I am a full-time broadcaster here on Twitch, and our handle for our network is Trainsy TV.
My name is Dan Paul.
Well, fuck this game. We're not playing it.
I'm a comedian slash entertainer personality on Twitch TV. I have a channel called The Sour Kool-Aid Show.
My background when I was in college was psychology and going up the marriage family therapist track. And I was coming back to this conclusion. I'm like, well, you know, what am I accomplishing? What am I putting forward? What is my purpose? So in the car there, I'm like, okay, well, what am I good at? I'm like, not much. I could go back to school.
I started with, I guess, call him my partner now, Sean. He's no longer with me, but I started streaming with him. He was like, yeah, let's do this, whatever. And I wasn't really convinced about it. I was touring comedy at the time.
I was like, okay, well, you know, school's a maybe, that's a no. I'm like, oh, I'm rather decent at video games. How could I work and cultivate that? I'm like, oh, I could shoutcast, I could start a YouTube channel, I could do other things. And
once we started doing it, I still didn't trust it. My wife didn't trust it. We were like, this isn't working, you know. And she was like, you better make it work, because if you're going to spend this much time on it, then you better make it work. So tried to do that.
My name is Jim McDonough. My official profession is I'm a sales rep, more or less, working with dental. But I'm a filmmaker by hobby and passion. I've been making films since around 2008. You know, I got a full-time job. I got kids. I don't have time to, quote unquote, promote my own content.
The majority of the masses of the mass media who are not part of the media, from the creative side, from the content side, they were from the audience side.
So YouTube being the biggest, you know, most folks watching, and kind of the easiest, I think, in a lot of ways for viewers to watch. it just makes things easier just to have a focus in that perspective. But I do like, I like Vimeo. I just don't tend, no one's my stuff on there.
You don't have to be a consumer in the traditional sense that you were with television as a subscriber, or you must have all of the equipment and the cable hooked up. Somewhere along the line, there was an intricate process of commodification of sight. What you see started out as a commodity. Today, you can listen to a podcast or see a stream and don't have to necessarily be anything more than an audience.
I'll take one viewer as a really good example who used to comment on my stuff all the time. So much so that he ended up in, not because he was watching my videos, but he ended up in the hospital because there was an accident and he hurt his back. He was commenting on one of my series, and eventually he tweeted at me and he said, "Hey, I really appreciate the series. I've been watching this while I've been in the hospital, and it's really been making me happy." That's amazing, the fact that you're using this as a way to be happy in the hospital. You're choosing to binge watch my content, not Netflix, not that you're watching something that I created.
My name is Judy Halas. I'm a sociology professor, an associate professor. I think there are both pros and cons of people seeking out online content and trying to make some kind of connection with these content creators. I think it gives people who might not have a chance to interact with very different kinds of people an opportunity to see what other folks are like, what kind of things they do, what kind of things they create, at least.
It's gonna get real dark here. Having been a kid, who's been on the edge and almost, taken his life. So the purpose of the stream was I would like to affect the rate of teen suicide in a downward trend.
I started to look at the community, and there was a need for, I started to sense a need for the entertainment, a different type of entertainment.
I made a hip hop song about New Paltz. It resonated with the students in the town because we just took a lot of local references and we threw them all into a comedy rap song. I apologize in advance to the college because the message that we put out there, I think the first line is, I know the first line is, "This is New Paltz. Even the cops smoke pot. Late for class because I can't find a parking spot." The cops don't smoke pot, I don't think.
We are, probably more than any other time in our history, a visual culture. But we're watching, listening, and reading at the same time. And we're touching. Just look at 4 college students sitting at a restaurant table.
And then on Long Island, when I lived on Long Island, I did a video called Suffolk County State of Mind, which was about the county that I lived in.
Born and raised in East Setauket. It's very close to Stony Brook. No one knows Setauket, so I tell them I'm from Stony Brook.
And I guess when viewers hear a place that they're from or see a place that they're from, they have a connection. And if you could tie in a clever storyline in any way to that, they're gonna watch the video.
So I mentioned that Manicomb was the first one that got a lot of really nice, kind feedback and shared around on its own without me really promoting it too much. And honestly, I'm a big believer that a lot of the reason for that is for almost all the stuff that we made before that one. There was loose stories, in some cases mostly abstract pieces or just sketches, but by just using the loose Joseph Campbell structure, all of a sudden, the same weird stuff I've been making, which is using the Campbell structure, connects to the audience, which is just fascinating.
Here's a celebrity, here's Shia LaBeouf, or here's, Britney Spears. Whatever category they're in, you say, hey, that person is so far out of this world, we are never going to talk to them. It's so unattainable to even get a message to them.
My name is Caleb Smith, and I go to SUNY New Paltz. If the content creator is someone who avidly responds to comments and everything like that, then yeah, I think that relationship is important.
Today, you say, wow, people are creating content. You can engage with them right then and there, and if they're a good content creator, they'll engage back.
I think there definitely is a connection between the content creator and the content viewer. I think that a big part of making the content is getting to interact with the viewer and see what they have to say about it.
I got a lot of positive feedback, and some people would say you're really good, and would say it multiple times on multiple videos, and it made me happy. I got some positive feedback. It was pretty good.
And I think the viewer typically, I think they like to feel like they're connected with the content creator in some way, which makes it more engaging than just watching a TV show where you have no sort of input or anything.
Because there are a lot of people on Twitch seeking some level of family, because it is a platform that is very much like the old styles of chat rooms, where you have a bunch of lost souls individuals that are looking for respite, escape, and somebody to contact and communicate with. The more homes and the more quality of those homes and the better places the casters are in, the happier I am as a person.
I probably wouldn't have found much, without Rebecca Jane Brown. Like the videos really help, especially because of the videos that were like, I remember when I was first watching them, it was like, I understand all of this.
I think that watching videos online absolutely creates more of a social experience because there's a comment section and you know that lots of people are watching it and you can actually see how many views it has.
Sometimes I feel like I'm actually in the video with them or they're right next to me, and it just feels like they're best friends with me, and part of them lives inside of me.
YouTubers definitely impact my personal life on many occasions. Every time I'm on Twitter and I see that one of my favorite YouTubers, for example, Jeffree Star, anytime he's like, hey, new video is up, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm like, okay, need to watch that, now.
I don't think anything really in particular has had a huge impact on my life. I think when I'm going through certain things, it's really more the people around me in my everyday life than it is people on a screen telling me how I feel. But if I'm looking for clarification for how I feel, and I find that in YouTube videos, I think that makes me feel a little better.
It's something that I like doing that makes me happy. So if I can share that with others and maybe invoke sort of emotion with other people, then that's something I'd like to do.
People like to feel a sense of relatability, be it a radio segment we're doing or a video on YouTube. They want to feel like they're a part of it, no matter what the content is.
YouTube videos or any online videos are more community-based mainstream movies. If I'm making YouTube videos and YouTube videos are good, then my neighborhood, my people around me, that is my community, they start appreciating and they start helping me to improve it. So they start viewing it and I get more views.
So I think there's a building relationship, especially on content on YouTube, specifically because of the community aspect. When you're watching a YouTube video, you can feel connected to the actual person that's speaking to you versus when you're watching a show like Modern Family, you can relate to that family, but it feels like they're talking to you.
Human emotion is captured. You can share it instantly, but you can react to other people's emotion. You may have seen that poster of that starving child and didn't know what to do. Today you could actually do something. You could donate, you could write, you could. It closes space. Yet, it is really an increase of space. YouTube means the whole world.
If I had to give a message to the people on YouTube, I would say thank you for all of your time and hard work.
Hi, Jeffree. I think you're just absolutely amazing at what you do. Your makeup is incredible. And I really feel like you've changed me for the better.
Rebecca, thank you for spreading awareness and for everything that you do, and just keep it up.
If you're going to involve more people, do it in the most positive way that you can.
Be honest to yourself, take advantage of the school, use the equipments, spend time in labs more than spending time in parties and all, and try to do great networking. This is the time to build your team.
Anything you consume it with care and for a sense of value.
My message would be savvy as you consume content. Know what you're watching, maintain a critical eye. Don't just assume that what you're watching is the truth. It's a perspective.
And I can't express how much it means to me when people, tell me they watch or they enjoyed it. So yeah, it speaks to your soul and it makes you feel great.
Thanks for watching my videos because honestly, I didn't think anyone would.
Go outside, live life, be adventurous.
I just want to tell you guys that you really shouldn't focus on what other people think of you, whether it be your favorite hobby or you know, how you want to dress or how you do your hair, whatever it may be.
Thank you. I know that my videos are really kind of silly sometimes and my music's not always like super polished, but some of you have stuck around for a really long time and I don't quite understand why, but it means a lot and I really appreciate it. So thanks.
It's funny to have come full circle and to have realized that I wanted to start a stream to be something better than myself and for people. And to have that come full circle, to have my viewers be that for me.
Take care of yourself and take care of your friends and your family. You've got things around you, and if you make those strong, you will grow strong as well.
I love my audience. They're a little perverted. They're a little weird. And that's what I love.
Thank you for even being here in the first place. You chose to come to my channel or come to participate with my content, and the fact that you're even here, that's what drives me to keep doing what I'm doing. So I just want to say thank you, because I let a lot of people say that without the viewers, you know, you wouldn't be here today. That's literally true in terms of scale, but without the viewers being engaged like this right now, then I don't know where my drive would fully come from. So for that, thank you for helping me keep my passion alive.